Hey guys, it's a beautiful day. I'm just walking my little doggy over here. Thought I'd hop on because in about an hour or so I'm going to be headed to the airport to go on my lovely, lovely vacation. I'm headed to Mexico to get out of the big old snow. But I did have a very, very prophetic message and a very, very prophetic dream last night. Because this doesn't happen all the time. You guys must know that I don't come on here with prophetic dreams, but this seemed pretty prophetic, like it was meant for me to see. So I'm with my son. We're somewhere in the Middle East. And how I know this is because of the terrain. And how I know this is that also it wasn't Israel. It wasn't Palestine because it wasn't war torn. I do know that it was a Allah-fearing zone, meaning that it was a Muslim state, whatever place I was in. I couldn't really tell. I just know it wasn't war torn. And I'm there with my son, and I feel somewhat safe as long as I follow the Islamic traditions, which is common, but it seemed a little more liberal than most. Could have been Egypt, but I didn't see pyramids. Or it could have been Lebanon or somewhere, because there are certain states that it's way more discriminatory towards women where you'd have to wear hijab, but I wasn't in a place where I had to wear hijab. So it kind of points me in the direction that it was a more liberal Islamic area within the Middle East. Secondly, I'm with my son. We get dropped off to this location, and you have to understand, like, I feel like I was just a watcher in this dream, because I was with a bunch of militants getting dropped off by a huge air carrier, like the ones where the door trap falls down, and we're let out. I'm with my son, so I have this added sense of like, oh, I gotta protect him. And I get brought to a chapel, and a very small one at that, like tiny. I'd say maybe mid 1500 style Baroque looking chapel. And in the chapel there is not a lot of room, very small chapel. And it's my son and I have my back directly on the cobblestone walls. And across from me is Ivanka Trump, and maybe 2 or 3 of his militants and or Secret Service with him, and this priest is in between us. It's very small. I'd say the size of this chapel was maybe 15 by 15 the most. Very tiny little room. And the priest says, cleanse them all. I couldn't tell if he was saying another like verse from the Bible earlier, but then the main statements I was hearing was cleanse them all. And Trump kept nodding his head, and Ivanka kept nodding her head as if they were in agreement with what was taking place or what was to take place. So my overall feeling from that dream, I then proceeded to wake up once I saw that, and it was pretty profound because that's all that really truly took place. But when the priest had said cleanse, the feeling I got was if like there was this feeling that Trump may try to cleanse the Middle East using Christianity, kind of like what the Crusades was like, you know how they came to the modern day world with Catholicism and tried to break down Catholicism, paganism, etc. So I don't know if that's the style of excuse or entryway point he's going to try to profess to the world, like, oh, I'm coming to cleanse them of their sins or cleanse them of their hedonistic religion or whatever the case may be, or like try to use it as a tool, because obviously, like we all know, and even Islamics use this, which is called jihad. It's kind of the same idea, but the reciprocal with the Christian side of things. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I didn't really prepare much. I just woke up maybe like an hour or two ago, and that's exactly what I saw. So I thought I had to share it. Next time you guys see me, I'll be in Mexico, and I'll be keeping you guys more apprised of what I get there. It's going to be different energy, but love you guys. And I also wanted to come on to talk about California next. That's for next time. Bye.